everybody, and welcome to Muddy River Mornings. I'm Bob Goff.
And I'm Brittany Bull. Today
is December 12th. We're going to recap a busy week and preview an also very busy weekend. But first, we have some special days.
It is National Gingerbread Day, National Poinsettia Day, and my personal favorite, National Dingaling Day.
Ha!
Okay, so no, it's not what you think it is. National Dingaling Day is all about reaching out to someone you haven't talked to in a while. A little nudge to reconnect, check in, and maybe brighten someone's day. It was created by Frankie Heil from Chicago in 1971.
You know, there's a song about that, too.
No.
You don't want me to sing it, though, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I think you were singing it before. I was like, we're not singing that today.
Okay, fine.
No, but it was really nice that when I was writing this, I did have a friend reach out to me and you know, I feel like we don't do phone calls anymore.
No, nobody wants to talk on the phone.
Yeah, so it is nice to do that every once in a while. So reach out to somebody that you haven't talked to for a while on the phone.
And what's also nice right now, when it's cold outside, is coffee from Crazy Cakes.
That's what I was going to say. But first, we need to get our coffee, maybe before that phone call. And today, it is no exception. We start our Friday mornings off at Crazy Cakes. And if you are looking for a quaint location for your family gathering, office party, bridal, or baby shower, Crazy Cakes can accommodate up to 50 guests. Call for details and to schedule your event. And then with the holiday season here, you can have breakfast or lunch catered, buffet style, or individually boxed. For a working lunch, corporate event, or just an office party get-together, they can be delivered or available for pickup. Crazy Cakes always accommodates dietary restrictions. Check out their menu online or stop in for breakfast and lunch in person, Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 2, and Saturday, 8 to 2. You can dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Online is always available.
And also, don't forget these great refillable cups that you can purchase and take in. They are great to refill because you get a little break on the coffee price as well. So,
and they keep your coffee hot.
And it keeps it hot, very much so. So, as I said earlier, busy weekend news, and Brittany will get us started.
In Quincy news, the Quincy Public Library is expected to get its regular tax levy funding this year, but city leaders say the extra subsidy the library requested is unlikely because of ongoing budget pressures. The council then moved on to other business, including the annual tax levy ordinance tied to rising property taxes. Aldermen also advanced a special service tax for downtown commercial properties, which would apply only to businesses in the core district. And finally, the council approved a small fix to the city's new grocery tax ordinance, which replaces the state tax that's ending soon. Several aldermen still voiced concerns, but the correction passed.
Missouri property owner John Boyd is sounding off after Louisiana police allegedly entered and searched a home he's renovating without his permission, and called the incident an illegal breach of his Fourth Amendment rights, saying it's made him want to get the hell out of Louisiana. What began as a call about possible squatters has turned into a political firestorm involving disputes over consent and conflicts between police and neighbors. A condemned sign was also placed on the property as well. To read the full story, to hear more on his side, the city's response, and what comes next, go to muddyrivernews.com.
Nancy Vonderhaar has pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from a crash that left a woman critically injured outside Quincy's Blessing Hospital. Prosecutors say Vonderhaar was driving a pickup that hit the pedestrian as she crossed Broadway back in October. She's been indicted and remains in custody, with a judge denying her release because of the severity of the injuries. Her attorney is now asking the court to allow her into a rehab facility as the case moves toward a pretrial hearing in January and a February trial date.
The defense for 19-year-old Jorge Aguilar, charged in the August shooting outside Barney's Tavern, says the gun at the center of the case may have damaged, not intentionally defaced, serial number. That detail could change the severity of the charge. The defense is asking for a full police and lab report on the weapon ahead of the December 19th pretrial. Trial set for Aguilar is to begin January 5th.
A Pike County, Missouri jail employee is facing felony charges after investigators say surveillance video captured her going into an inmate's cell during her shift and staying for several minutes on 2 different days. A contraband phone, later recovered in the jail, reportedly contained messages suggesting an inappropriate relationship. The former corrections officer is now out on bond and due back in court in January. Viewers can read the full details on our website.
We have the follow-up on a case we've been tracking. The owner of Main Street Lanes Bowling Alley in Palmyra has been sentenced to 2 years of probation after entering an Alford plea to 2 counts of first-degree sexual abuse, a deal that lets him accept punishment while still claiming innocence. The 64-year-old was accused of sexually abusing 2 young women who worked for him between 2022 and 2024. Prosecutors dropped 2 other charges as part of the agreement. Of course, the full story is on muddyrivernews.com. And a reminder that Muddy River Mornings is driven by Hess Auto Agency. We're going to hear from Hess and some of our other fine sponsors right after this.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
In the tri-state area, local businesses aren't just a place to shop. They are engraved into our community. Muddy River Engraving knows, lives, and models this business mentality.
Look how cute!
From getting gear for your team,
Those turned out nice, thank you.
to a custom gift for friends or family, Muddy River Engraving will take your idea or story and bring it to life with his products. From 1 to 1,000 items, Muddy River Engraving can handle any project for you. Muddy River Engraving, engraved into your community.
Hello, I'm Kelly Reif, nurse practitioner with Blessing Health. 'Tis the season for holiday gatherings, for sniffles and sneezes, colds, and sore throats. It's cold and flu season. Our teams at the Express Clinics at Quincy and Pittsfield and the walk-in clinics at Blessing Hospital and Blessing Health Hannibal can help. We have convenient hours to meet your needs. Go to the website on your screen for the hours of the clinic in your area. In most cases, antibiotics will not help with cold and flu symptoms. Antibiotics kill bacteria, but most colds and flus are caused by viruses, which respond to rest and hydration. Still, seeking a medical opinion about your condition and what to do about it is a good idea, especially if illness gets worse or lasts a long time. Also, wash your hands frequently to help stay healthy and stay home if you don't feel well. Happy holidays!
Women are exceptional. In the workplace, in the home, in the community. We fill so many roles vital not only to our success, but also the success of those around us. We deserve health care that is as exceptional as we are. Blessing Health meets the varied needs of every woman, from OBGYN care and breast health to pediatrics for those of us who have little ones in our life. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
You get to talk to one of your friends today.
I do. I love that she filled in for me in the last minute, but it was something that really important that we needed to hear about. Yeah. They have a auction coming up, and you can hear about it all right here from the Quincy Children's Museum. Hey everybody, welcome to the round table here. Amy Peters is joining me from the Quincy Children's Museum. Thank you for being here.
Happy to be here.
And we're talking all things Quincy Children's Museum.
All the things.
Okay, so it was a new month. I did see through the Facebook, your calendar. It was posted on our site of all the things.
Love it. So many things.
And then the one thing that really stood out to me was this silent auction, because I saw my face.
Your face. All I Want for Christmas, our annual silent auction, is back.
Okay.
And what's kind of unique about our silent auction is we do a lot of experiences and opportunities to do something you might not normally get to do. So I think last year, actually one of our board members' daughter got to come and sit here at the table with you and learn a little bit more and get interviewed and the whole shebang.
Yeah,
so,
I love, you call it reporter for a day, but it's more like what's it like to be in Brittany's shoes in this office?
Yeah, that doesn't flow as nicely on.
No, it doesn't.
But I mean, reporter, you come in, you do your story, you go and you find your next story. So
this
that's
silent
reality.
auction is ultimately raising money for what?
So this year, everything's going to our capital campaign. In years past, we've done different improvements at our current site, but we are pedal to the floor trying to get into our building. So every single dime is going towards the permanent site right now.
So can I ask, I mean, how close are we to this goal?
We have had our site meetings keep getting closer and closer together, which to me means like we're making a lot of decisions and like lining things up. So we're over $2 million raised towards this $4 million goal. So over halfway, building on a lot of momentum. But the contractors and the site committee keep telling me like we're ready to dig and build and do all the things this spring. So I'd feel way happier if we were a little closer to 4 million, but it's going to get there when we sell these reporter for a day. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, so what other great items that you can think of, maybe off the top of your head? I know there's so many of them.
Yeah, there really is. I think we've got close to 50 items this year. So birthday parties at just about every place in town, but it's not limited to a birthday party. I mean, you're going to get the certificate that might say like over at Crazy Town, like their ultimate birthday party, but really you could go in with your friends and just go have a night out there and let all the kids come and play. Sew Essentials, which is a volunteer-run group in the mall that teaches people how to sew.
That is a dying art. That is so cool.
Yeah, I've taken a few classes. My kids have taken a few classes there, but they threw together this party package, and that one, I mean, bid it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can go on a flight around Quincy.
I heard.
With Mr. Randy, and there's some really cool things. There's a barbecue and brew for 20 people with Terry Bauer with Two Burnt Ends and Quincy Brewing Company. Some bourbon.
It sounds delicious.
Gotta love the bourbon.
It all sounds good. The one thing that I think stands out about the Quincy Children's Museum is the abundance of partnerships and sponsors that you have. This is like obviously not just Amy's dream, it's everyone's dream, and you have so much support behind you. It's really cool to see the community get behind something collectively, and I think that, a space for children to learn, to explore, that's something we can all get behind. Let's talk a little bit about that space.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know it's winter. How are your kids in the winter?
I love them so much. The snow was cool for like a day or two.
Yeah.
But we're getting a little stir crazy. We're ready to get out of the house.
So how are like good ways to solve that stir crazy at the Quincy Children's?
Come visit the Children's Museum. So we have extended our hours for the winter season, especially over break when school's out. We are open, and so 7 days a week you can come and play. If you've got a membership, you can come every single day. Stop by for 20 minutes, stop by for an hour or two. But we always have different projects running in our art room, new exhibits going up. So yeah, come play.
And it smells good every time you step in the door. What am I smelling? The deliciousness.
I have no idea what you're smelling.
What?
I don't know.
I feel like you always have coffees.
Well, yeah, there's a little coffee stand in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I came in on a special coffee
I don't
day.
know. Sometimes you walk in and it smells great. Sometimes you walk in and you can tell a baby's been there. But we try to fix that right away. There's a sign, so
yeah.
We'll take the compliment.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that we have to cover for December?
As long as families know and people know, we've got day passes, memberships, gift cards, all that good stuff. So if you're looking for something to give this holiday season, think of us. We've got lots of opportunities. But then also, if you're feeling generous, we have partnered with the Salvation Army and their Angel Tree program. So we have a tree up that you can come in and basically get one of the same tags the Salvation Army made them for us. When you buy one of those, we're going to give a kiddo a day pass so they can come visit too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do love the idea of the gift card. I know everyone's like racking their brains. What do I get so-and-so? These gift cards are a great gift that keeps on giving. And
$5.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Well, I hope, Amy, that you get all you want for Christmas. What is it? 1 point?
About 1.8.
Hey, I love that, you know, like you said, over halfway, this goal is coming into fruition.
For sure.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, thanks for supporting us.
Thanks for being here.
If you're 55 or older and ready for quality, independent living, Good Samaritan Home of Quincy is your first choice. We're constructing new duplexes and single-unit cottages ready for you. Prepay your lease now and customize your future cottage. Say goodbye to the hassles of yard work, snow removal, and home maintenance, and say hello to stress-free, independent living. There is limited availability, so call Good Samaritan Home today at 223-8717 or see for yourself at gshq.org.
Yet another busy week of podcast recordings here at the Muddy River Ranch, as your buddy Steve Inger likes to call it.
A ranch?
The ranch. The plant. The ranch.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, where's my fries? All right, to get us started on Coffee Talk this week, Mike Scholl pulls up a chair to finally share what he wasn't allowed to say at Monday night's Quincy City Council meeting. And trust us, he doesn't hold back here. Then we shift gears with a heartwarming good news brews from our friends at Good Samaritan Home, reminding us why community matters. A little fire, a little feel good, it's all brewing on EFB's Coffee Talk.
And also along those lines, on this week's Minutes with the Mayor from Mercantile Bank, Mayor Linda Moore stopped by to explain the timing issue, in the city's eyes anyway, on Mike was not allowed to speak at the council meeting and what rules are really for public comment. And then we talk about the mail, or the sporadic mail delivery, and she talks about what she's trying to do to help get that jump started here and try to resolve some of the issues with the U.S. Post Office. Again, Minutes with the Mayor is brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Later today on Club Muddy, we're serving up a special Home for the Holidays episode. The roundtable kicks things off with a candid chat about current events, including the rising costs of living right here at home. Then guest Brian Bordenkircher joins us in the studio to talk about his hometown of Quincy. Brian lives in the St. Louis area now, but he never misses a trip back for the holidays, and he shares his perspective on what makes Quincy feel like home in a way no other place can.
On this week's Business Spotlight, brought to you by Bank of Springfield, April Oberle from Ruthie Mae's Bakery stops by with an armful of sweets and a story to match. She shares with Ron how she launched her own cottage bakery and why her treats are selling out at the holiday show faster than she can bake them. It's a delicious look into small business.
Earlier this week, we dropped a new Muddy TV episode of Taste of the Town, brought to you by C. Quincy. This time, Randy and I take you inside of the Blazer Cafe, tucked inside the John Wood Community College's library and powered by their College for Life program. And yes, our friends at EFB have a hand in this deliciousness happening there too. A cozy campus spot you'll want to see for yourself.
On this week's Picks, Parlays, and Pints, brought to you by Utopia Event Center and Heck Gaming, Shane Holsey and I break down all the NFL action and get you ready for your fantasy football playoffs. A lot of double-digit spreads, so you might want to take a look at the overs and unders if you're going to do a little betting this week. And of course, if you're on the Missouri side of the river, you're now able to do the betting on DraftKings, FanDuel, and other such apps on your phone. Again, be careful. We don't want you to lose your Christmas present money.
On this week's Daily Muddies, Ashley Burnett stops by to talk about a newly formed dance group. Reverend Dr. Orville Jones from the First Baptist Church shares details about tomorrow's coat giveaway. And Pat Tyler and Brandy Johnston from the Well House join us for an impact interview. Then Jacob Hollensteiner from Young Life stops into the studio to spread his message. Carla Gordon shares the message behind Hanukkah, and Don O'Brien from the Better Business Bureau wraps up the week with his message to stop, think, and then react.
Did I see you spinning a dreidel?
I tried. Mm-hmm. I guess it takes years of practice, is what Carla said.
All right. Well, no, it was a very sweet segment there on some of the Hanukkah traditions that we have. What's it time for now?
It's time for sports, brought to you by Neiman's with Chris Stewart and Matt Chuckman.
Well, happy Friday morning, Muddy Buddies. Chris Stewart, Matt Schuckman. It's snowing, which is bad for the weekend sports slate.
I don't know that we're going to have a robust Saturday.
I don't think so.
We've already moved the Monroe City Tournament Championship games.
They will be tonight. So
Probably smart.
Yeah, I think so. You got to play. You don't want people, whether it's team buses, fans, whoever, on the road if it's going to be bad weather. Yeah, I just get it. I understand it.
Yeah, and you make the prudent and cautious call.
You do.
But
always err on the side of safety.
I would agree. But we also will have sports coverage for you all weekend.
Yes, we will.
Regardless of Mother Nature.
It is awards weekend, Chris Stewart.
We've been working hard.
We have been.
Like Santa's elves.
We have our all-area teams for volleyball, softball, and football dropping this weekend, as well as our players of the year, coaches of the year. We've got videos. We got Shuck on a Trucks. So we got a lot of cool things coming up this weekend surrounding our awards season.
You've been mobile and getting a lot of good interviews for these, and I know that's a big moment for a lot of these kids. We've got a lot of different winners. We've got a lot of different people we're celebrating. I think it was, as we've touched on, it was an incredible fall in football, but it was an incredible fall across the board, really, in so many different ways. And we wanted to take a moment before the holidays to reflect on that. So,
yeah, and it's man, what an incredible fall. When you look back at what all was accomplished this fall by area teams, state championships, state title game berths, all state honors, you across the board. It wasn't just one sport. It was all sports. We had a lot of incredible moments that we get to celebrate this weekend.
Well, and that's true. And again, we're treated and kind of spoiled by the quality of athletes, but we're even more spoiled by the quality of kids that we get to cover, whether it's going to a soccer match and you freezing your tail off on the back end of the truck or on a golf cart, or me standing there at Gans Creek, probably my favorite venue for any state championship of any kind, just because it's so cool, A, being in Columbia, Missouri, and B, being in one of the prettiest nature preserves you're going to find, and just being out there and watching kids work their tails off. I mean, that's the fun of this.
It is. So we've got all that coming up this weekend. We will have basketball coverage from Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We're even working on some wrestling coverage from Friday night.
We are.
From tonight. It should be a lot of fun.
Something super special.
Something really special.
Maybe we'll never see again in our lifetime.
Probably not.
I would guess not.
Yeah, you never know. Things are changing in the world, so you never know what will happen with that. But make sure you check out MuddyRiverSports.com for that. Next week, ton of basketball coverage because we've got the Rumble on the River going on. And we will provide coverage of every single game throughout the entire 5-day event. 20 games over 5 days involving area teams from both sides of the river. Going to be a blast.
We have Quincy High versus Q&D. We have a big shootout in A-Town at Abington Avon that's on our radar. Mother Nature hopefully will cooperate. And we will have probably more basketball highlights next week than any other week of the year, because the year's almost over.
That's right.
So there you go.
So you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you check out MuddyRiverSports.com for all of your postseason awards coming up. Volleyball, softball, football, all area teams, players, and coaches of the year, all right here at MuddyRiverSports.com. You guys have a great weekend.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Remember we had that snow on the ground a couple weeks ago?
Yes, I do remember.
It's all gone.
I mean, I'm kind of liking that.
I want it back for Christmas.
I think, isn't it going to come back for Christmas?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out now with how's the weather up there for Department of Home Supply.
As I was eating breakfast earlier, I heard, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Get us our snow back!
I don't know.
You don't think it's going to happen?
I don't know, boys. When I saw 70 degrees pop up on one of my models for
the Saturday before,
like the Monday or Tuesday before, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be weird. So,
what do you got for today?
Today, it's going to probably stay just to the north. We'll get some flurries, so we'll get a dusting. So
you think just like a trace?
Yeah, a trace today. So, but then Saturday might be a little warm. We'll talk a little bit more into that in a little bit. So.
Okay. All right, ready for a joke?
Yes, sir.
Got another snowman joke for you.
Oh, no.
Since you enjoyed the first one so much.
Well, I look so much like a snowman sometimes.
All right.
Especially when I go to the beach.
I'm supposed to be telling the jokes, not you. Who's the snowman's favorite relative?
Relative? Oh, you got me, yeah.
It's Antarctica.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no.
Hi, I'm apple pieologist. Nathaniel Jones. That's meteorologist Brent Clare. It's how the weather up there.
Is it a la mode?
No, just apple pie.
Yeah.
It's nice if you got a little caramel in there too.
Nope. Ice cream, please. Anyway.
We're talking about weather, not food today.
Oh, you got me hungry now. It's like.
So your weekend forecast, so we kind of talk about today, there's a little bit of chance, but you do say Saturday is the main threat, right?
So what we're doing right now is we're going through what we call clipper systems. They're the ones that come from the northwest, and they just clip right through. So right now we're looking at one just to our north. And when I say just to our north, it could be like a county away from snow and no snow. And the band is very narrow. I mean, 1 or 2 counties wide. So it's not like this is a widespread coverage. So depending on where that tracks, you might be able to get a couple inches, and you might just get a little dusting. So for us here, let's just say Quincy. We'll start with Quincy first. Probably just going to see that dusting. You'll see some snow fly in the afternoon. Might barely cover the road and the sidewalk, but that shouldn't be that bad. Although anytime it snows, slow down, obviously.
Right.
But it's what I would say not plowable snow. So and as we go into tonight, maybe just a little bit more. So we'll get through today, and then we get a break tomorrow, and then we see another chance come in Saturday. Now this one I got my eye on a little bit more because of a couple reasons. One, obviously, it's another clipper system. 2, the models are slowly bringing it further down, and because there's a lot of colder air on the backside of this system, it tends to push systems further south even more. So this one, I might not be surprised if we see the snow band line up in our area, added to the fact that it's going to be cold, so that means the snow ratio, will we ever talk about this before? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Snow to water ratio, snow to liquid ratio will be higher. So when it usually takes about an inch to get 10 inches of snow, it will only take an inch to get 20 inches of snow. Now, we're not going to get 20 inches. I didn't say 20 inches, folks.
You said it.
I said it. I dreamed it. I wanted it, but no. So the precipitation is going to be about, 3/10, I think, so that could possibly be 6 inches of snow.
Right, that's kind of the number I've seen over the past couple of days.
Right.
Now, do you imagine that shifting a little bit more, kind of like the earlier snow that we got 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's going to bounce back and forth because it's a clipper system. It's very unpredictable, not very unpredictable. It likes to change its mind at the last second. It's like a tornado. It's going a straight path, and it sees a mobile home, says, we're going to go there, and then come back again. So snowstorms do the same thing. So we'll have to kind of watch and wait and see. But we will obviously monitor here on Muddy River and our other places. So we'll just see what that brings. And then we talk about the snow, and then it's going to be cold.
Yeah, and you say cold, you're not just talking 0, you're talking negative numbers.
0, and daytime highs barely getting into the teens. I mean, it's going to be bitter for Sunday. So,
wind or no
not
wind?
much wind.
Okay.
No, that's going to be the.
We had the wind from yesterday. That wind chill will be -20, -30.
Oh yeah, right? At least Anytime you're below 0 with wind, no matter what. So, and then Sunday is going to be cold for Sunday church services. So, then we go down below 0 for Sunday night. Don't think we're going to see schools closed for that this time. It's going to be cool. And then jump almost 40 degrees from the low to the high on Monday.
Yeah. So as we went into the winter, you were talking about this up and down kind of trough that we
correct.
see.
So it's going to be interesting in the next few weeks. Speaking of next few weeks, do you realize today, 2 weeks till old St. Nick's makes his appearance in that area? I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas, folks. I'm sorry. I looked at the
You were
models.
confident last week.
I was very confident last week, and then all of a sudden, because again, everything was very, very adamant about cold, and if you're cold, it should be snow. And then all of a sudden, it says, nope, we're going to go say 70 degrees for Christmas Eve. I'm thinking, how is this even possible? I mean, it just blows my brain, and a lot of other forecasters who I collaborate with were the same way. We were very confident that we were going to see that cold, and then it just switched. And it's like, okay, but I will say that now that has happened before, and then we've really been hit on the backside, we'll give you your Christmas warmth, and then we'll take it away from you in January. So I still told everyone you're going to have a huge blizzard here in the middle of January for reasons I can't say why, but you guys will be swamped while I will be sunbathing on a beach somewhere. I'm just gonna say, it happened
So,
before.
one thing about this most recent snow, it was a slow melt, right? So there
Yes.
wasn't too much mush and muddiness around it. But what do you think about this one that's coming for Saturday? Say we do get 6 inches down below freezing, but then all of a sudden, within 48 hours, it's back up to 40 degrees. It's gonna be pretty messy.
Right, and it is it was a very dry snow, as I call it. So it's a little easier to melt that way because it's not so. It's hard when wet snows. The water keeps it colder. It's hard to explain, but anyway, easy to melt and easy to blow off and all that stuff. So yeah, it will probably be gone by Tuesday at least. So now the ground is still ever so slightly thawed. Well, after this weekend probably won't be anymore. So I was noticing how dry it still is.
Right.
It melted away, but yeah, everything's dry. So this one here is going to be one of those surface, melts where just everything's going to be wet on top, and it's just going to be, But then again, with warm air, it should dry out pretty fast. So who knows what's going to happen? So, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be ups and downs for the next few weeks. But I guess some people like that. So
yeah. We asked a fashion question this morning. I'll get your input on this. So, what temperature does it have to be before you wear gloves? We got 40, we got freezing, we got 20, and then we got, hey, never wear gloves. Or it depends on the wind.
That's a good question. So this morning it was 25 degrees, and I was fine without gloves.
Okay.
So
as long as there's no wind then? If there would have been wind, when you put it on?
Wind, so I was in Chicago this weekend, and with the wind there, it made a difference to have a scarf and gloves on. So I'd say 20 without and 25 with wind. So
okay, so you're in the 20 crowd.
I'm in the 20
That's
crowd.
what's leading right now is around the 20 crowd, 20 degrees.
I mean, I could go lower if I had to, but if I absolutely don't need them, I won't. So.
What about a Scully, a hat, beanie?
You would think as someone as follically impaired as you and I should be would do that, and then I have one. I even have one with a little light in the front of it that I should, when I'm shoveling snow in the middle of the night.
It helps.
Yeah, and it's still that I don't like anything on my head for some reason.
So you're particular about that.
Yeah, so it has to feel good. It's not only look, but today it's better to look good than to feel good. So,
but whenever it's -8 coming in,
that will definitely be on there. That's
you got the gloves, you got the hats, you got the multiple layers, long johns.
That's the hoodie with the hood on. That's the baklava, that's the stocking hat, that's the scarf, and that's the polar suit. So yeah.
Let's talk about timing real quick on the snow on Saturday for people who might be traveling,
Mm-hmm.
having either Christmas parties or with family or whatever the case is. What do you think on the timing from the snow starting until ending?
Timing, we're still working on that. Right now, probably is going to be like at 9 a.m. to about at 9 p.m. So
all
during the day.
Okay.
And again, a very light, dusty snow, so it shouldn't be too hard to drive through. Just take your time with it. Again, the one after Thanksgiving was a slushy snow. It was very hard to get traction with that. This one's a powdery one. Just the airflow around the car should blow it off the roads, but it'd be a lot easier to plow. Again, I see it getting a lot. I still got to double check the wind. I really want to make sure I get that right, because if we do have any wind with this, it will easily blow and drift. So, and make visibility is a little tough. So, which brings me to yesterday. We had something called snow squalls going on in central Illinois, and this is where you just have a little bit of snow, but a lot of wind with it. And I shouldn't say a little bit, just this area, but just dumps a lot of snow really quick, and visibilities will drop like quarter mile just like that. So. There's actually a new warning now that the National Weather Service will issue for such things. Very rare, very, very rare, but if you get something like that on your phone that says squall warning, it just means that you could go into a situation where you're driving along and then all of a sudden, poof, white out. So
is that your favorite weather term? Squall is a really fun word to say.
Squall? No.
Yeah. Or do you like a derecho?
No.
Better? What's your favorite weather word?
My favorite weather word? I don't know. Climatological.
You do use that one a lot.
I could really go off the board there. So anyway, But anyway, still 2 weeks of shopping time left. So and the conditions shouldn't be too terrible for that. So hopefully everyone will get out there if they need their shopping done. I think Farm and Home's got a few deals here.
It's instant rebate weekend, so you get your snowblower if you need a snowblower for the season. Get it at 10% off.
I just stay inside when it snows that much. I just whatever. Actually, I need more of those Cinnabon pretzels.
Pretzels, yeah, go through them.
Oh my, they're dangerous, folks. But anyway, we talked about food a lot
today.
Yeah, let's. But
must be getting hungry.
Yeah, or I'm already hungry. I don't know. So anyway, but nonetheless, yeah, watch that forecast for Saturday, and then get ready for a warm up as we move closer to Christmas. So,
going to be chilly this weekend, but still lots of stuff to do. Here we go.
Tonight at the rink in Uptown Mount Sterling, the Elf on the Shelf makes a special skating appearance at 5 p.m. She'll wow the crowd with tricks on the ice and help young skaters sharpen their skills with a few fun tips. A festive, family-friendly moment you won't want to miss.
Actress, filmmaker, and Quincy native Brooke Tranter is bringing her work home for a night of short films at the State Street Theater. You can catch her selection of award-winning shorts, plus a live Q&A on December 20th. That's next Saturday. And also on January 3rd at 7:30. Tickets, including limited VIP options, are available on Eventbrite or at the door. Great chance to support a hometown talent and enjoy a night at the theater.
The district is keeping holiday season moving with Shop Local Saturday, Holiday Stroll Edition happening tomorrow, December 13th. After last weekend's snow slowed things down, they're inviting everyone back out to stroll, sip, and support locally owned businesses. Another Shop Local Saturday is also planned for December 20th.
Our friends at Farm and Home Supply are hosting a holiday celebration this Sunday, December 14th from 1 to 5. Families can enjoy funnel cakes, kettle corn, local vendors, and a visit from Santa between 2 and 4. Then at 4 o'clock, the Quincy Concert Band's Low Brass Ensemble will perform to close out the event. Should be a festive afternoon for all. So get out and enjoy it. You still got a little time to get your holiday shopping done if you're going out and about to some stores, or of course point and click, but go support some of the local businesses this week.
Tonight, my dad is also going to be at the Elks Club, busting out his old DJ skills. That's from 7 to 10 if you want to hear some nice holiday music.
He's not going to go wiki, 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 what with the record?
No, that's a no.
He doesn't do that.
No, but he is
DJ Jazzy Steve.
He's Mr. Christmas, so this is like going to be really awesome.
I remember he always was when I worked with him at WTAD. He did make sure all that Christmas music was programmed and played in the breaks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was always nice. So, well, that's all the time we have now for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.